As billions of people around the world gathered to watch the World Cup in Qatar, it became increasingly clear that the real winner of this year's World Cup is Palestine. Now, despite 32 teams with 32 flags competing in the World Cup, the most noticeable flag throughout the entire competition has been ours. As a Palestinian-American woman from Al-Quds, Jerusalem, who has lived under Israeli occupation and witnessed its brutality against my people, the green, white, black, and red colors of the Palestinian flag have flown high at the World Cup to tell the world that we are here. Even when Youssef El-Naisri scored his winning goal for Morocco against Portugal and shocked the world, the ball nestled into a net backed by the Palestinian flag. We have seen people of all nationalities express their support for our long-suffering people. We have even seen Japanese and Brazilian fans refuse to speak to Israeli journalists.
Which channel is this?
Israel channel. You don't like us?
We even saw a Saudi citizen tell an Israeli journalist to his face that there is no Israel, only Palestine.
You are not welcome here. Even if this is Qatar, this is our country. You are not welcome here. There is only Palestine. There is no Israel.
We have even seen the English people from the very home of the Balfour Declaration express their support for Palestine. Israeli journalists were so humiliated in Qatar that Israelis have been told not to travel there by their governments. We have even seen Israeli journalists tell the world how horrible their treatment has been there. An irony, to say the least, considering how the apartheid state has imprisoned Palestinian journalists like Lama Ghoshay from Sheikh Jarrah, who was imprisoned by Israel for her social media posts. Today, there are 15 Palestinian journalists in Israeli dungeons under the charge of incitement for social media posts. Let's not forget the names and faces of Shireen Abu Akleh and Yasser Murtaja and so many more who have been killed by Israel for reporting the truth about what the apartheid state does to us. Some may be wondering, where is the Palestinian football team? Well, our players have been systematically targeted by the Israeli military. Athlete Mohammed Khalil was shot in the knee by them, ending his football career. 19-year-old athlete Muhammad Ali Ahmad Al-Ghunaim was a promising player for a Palestinian club side. He was shot dead by the Israeli military. Then there's the 15-year-old boy, Mahmoud Salah, who was shot in his legs while playing football, leading to an amputation. Mahmoud Sarsak was the youngest player in the Palestine's football league. He was imprisoned by the Israeli occupation forces and subjected to torture. He had to go on a hunger strike for 3 months to get released. They ask us about the Palestinian football team. Well, we asked them about the Bakr boys in Gaza. 10-year-old Ahad Atif Bakr, 10-year-old Zakaria Ahad Bakr, 11-year-old Muhammad Ramiz Bakr, and 9-year-old Ismail Mahmoud Bakr, who were all killed by Israel on July 16, 2014 for the crime of playing soccer on the beach in Gaza. As a mother of 2 young boys, this broke my heart to a million pieces. Yet, despite what Israel has done to us, Palestine won the World Cup. We all support Morocco and are so elated to see their well-deserved success. They carry us with them. What we need, though, is for the swelling of support for Palestine to turn into action that changes government policies. We love the Moroccan team, but it also is worth mentioning that their kits are made by Puma, which is the subject of a relentless BDS campaign. Puma also sponsors the Israel Football Association, which features teams from illegal Israeli colonies on Palestinian land. Puma directly operates within those settlements. In 2018, Adidas was forced to pull out of sponsoring the Israel Football Association after 16,000 signatures asked them to do so. Now, can the world-beating Moroccan team, which has made us so proud, launch a similar campaign? Now, despite the current focus on the Abraham Accords and the integration of Israel's economies and states in the region, including Morocco, the ties between the governments are deeply rooted. In 1963, the Moroccan government made a deal with the Israeli intelligence to integrate their security services by allowing the Israelis to train their agencies. This has always been against the will of the Moroccan people. So this moment of support for Palestine must become a global movement. We must look to examples like Palestine Action in England, who are shutting down weapons factories that are arming Israel, and recognize the successes that they have won. We must break the chains and turn this World Cup win for Palestine into a win for our movement for freedom.
Allahu